second. So, um, yeah, we'll get started in a sec. Oh, welcome everyone. Hope you're all having a great evening. So, this is the biggest attendance we've had for a staff meeting, 85 people. So, really impressive. But so far, the staff team I think has been doing really well. We have a ton of promotions, which is insane. The biggest group of promotions, which has never been done before, is our senior mods. Almost every single senior mod is going up a rank. So, well done from those guys. They have more promotions than our mods, and there's about triple the amount of mods, almost actually 4 times the amount of mods. So really well done there. And so far the server's been doing really well. We've been full today and yesterday, 280 with big queues. So we're looking to push towards 300 in the near future. What that means is that we need more staff. So I think for the most part, the staff team has been doing okay with activity. We have had multiple times where we had to ping people saying, "Hey, we need you guys to get online," but that's also been because we haven't been hosting as many staff recruitments, which is something that we look to increase very soon. And so, just want to congratulate everyone for promotions if you're getting promoted today, and keep up the great work. For those of you who are support team, you have an hour added onto your hours, and then if you're FTO, you have 2 hours added onto your hours. So that's for those guys who do extra work around the server. And for the most part, I think that the staff reports have been going like crazy the last week. We've had a lot of people who have been immature. I have been removing a lot of people and striking people recently because, like the announcement I made earlier, we're a lot more stricter on people. We're not really just giving you guys warnings anymore. The only time you get a warning is if you have your hours and you're someone who hasn't been striked before. If you don't get your hours and you're usually just messing around breaking the rules, you're probably going to get striked. There's no reason for us to give you a warning if you're not even putting in hours. So just understand that's how those strikes are worked. But for the most part, um, we've been removing those who have been immature. And if you see others who have been immature, report them. They need to be handled. And so, um, another thing that I will say is that we've got to make sure that we're giving people chances and not instantly banning them. Another big thing is that when people come and play our server, they don't want to be banned instantly for one mistake. They want to have chances. And so, if a guy RDMs or VDMs, like let him know he has a warning because I've seen it a lot that you guys are really ban happy. You guys like to ban someone immediately after they do one bad thing, and that's not going to make a server playable or even fun if they just make one mistake and get banned. So, and ban appeals, if you're caught like just instantly banning people off of one thing, that's not good. I mean, if it's mass VDM or mass RDM, then yeah, sure, ban them instantly. That's fine. But everything else should usually just be a warning ahead of time. This is covered in your staff interview, so we've said this time in, time out, and just being kind to people. We've seen a lot of staff members being harsh on people, yelling at them. That has to stop because nobody wants to be yelled at by a staff member on a video game. So make sure you guys are just being calm and kind to people, even if they're being mean to you. Keep your composure and be kind to them. But for the most part, just make sure that you guys are being lenient on those, and yeah. So we'll get started here with promotions. We'll do it like we have been recently, where we just post them in the staff general. So I want to get this out the way. If you have not been a moderator for 2 weeks straight, you will not be promoted. So what that means in simple terms is that if you got promoted from February 26th until now from TMod and you're a moderator, you won't be promoted. There's a cutoff. So you have to have a full 2 weeks as a mod in order to get promoted. It used to be 3, now it's only 2. So if you got promoted from a T mod from February 19th through the 26th, then you can get promoted. So for example, I'll show you someone who has gotten promoted and they are someone who joined within that time. Um, One being Jesuta, he joined on the 21st and he got promoted from a T mod within that period and then is now being promoted to a senior mod. That is a great example. If you don't understand that, then you guys can just DM me and ask. And if you are being missed during these promos, I didn't promote you, and you have your hours on the staff hours sheet, take a picture, send it to me, and let me know, hey, my hours are on here, yet I didn't get a promo. Send that to me after. And if you have a staff strike within the last 3 weeks, you are not being promoted as well. You have to have no staff strikes and 6+ hours all 3 weeks. So, with that being said, we'll get started with our senior mod promotions. So, we've got a handful of senior mods. These are all of our senior mods getting promoted. So, let me just go ahead and edit the roles, and then these guys will be good. Actually, here, we'll do this. I'll edit these roles after. and then they should be good. So next up, we've got our senior mods getting promoted. Like I said, the almost every single person is getting promoted from a senior mod. So great job. It's actually really impressive that this many people in one group are getting promoted. So huge props to these guys. There are the junior staff promos. Very big group. Great job from those guys. And next up, we've got our junior staff promos. So these I'll type out. So we got Hersey, T. David, Devin, LeBron, Nico, P. Nico, and Losher. These guys are going to senior staff. Next up, we've got our senior staff going into the admin ranks. So we've got Durkio and Spencer. These guys are going to junior admin. Next up, we've got our junior admins. Every single junior admin is going up a rank. All have their hours. Great job there. So we've got Kale, Owen, and Matthew. And please DM me after you guys are complaining about your hours because I'm not checking my DMs in the middle of promos. These guys are all going to admin. Next up, we've got our admins going up to a senior admin rank. It's going to be Payne, Layton, said it right, and Deb. These guys are going to senior admin. Next up, we've got our senior admins going up to head admin. We've got Nate and Tap. These guys are going. Oh, sorry, not Nate. His hours were removed from week 1. Sorry, just Tap. These guys are going over to head admin. And last but not least, we've got our boy Paige, team management. So, Paige, you've done a really good job. Huge props to Paige. He runs the gang side of PSRP. He has done a phenomenal job with the gang side in the last 4 or 5 months. So, Paige is well deserving. He's been working up the ranks to the admin ranks. So, huge props to Paige for getting promoted. Honestly, there's not a lot of bad things I can say. You've just done a phenomenal job with your time in PSRP, and I think it's only right for you to be in team management. So, other than that, we have done these promos a lot quicker, so we'll create some time for people to come up and raise their hand. So if you'd like to come up here and ask some questions or give your thoughts and concerns, on the bottom of your screen, there's a raise your hand. I'll invite you to speak on stage.
So something about what is it called? The reports we're getting. So sometimes at night when everyone's like off, there's usually like zero staff on, and there's like tons of reports open. I'm thinking we can get like maybe like a 20-minute timer